But my problem when I look back is the shame, the feeling of shame. I remember one guy told me, when you told me that you had feelings for me, I wanted to kill it. And that kind of shocked me because I was like, oh, so my love is so I'm so not good enough for you, and my love is so, it's so dirty that you just want to kill it. So that's how I felt. Hi, I'm Amina. I am a life coach, and I'm here to share my perspective and response to some questions. So if you have suggestions for videos, questions you would like me to tackle, please leave them in the comment section below, and I will get back to you as soon as possible. If you like the kind of video that I create here, please subscribe, like, and share, and this will help me to grow my channel. So in relationship, we don't always have a match. In many cases, you have one person who loves somebody else, but the other person doesn't love them, and I think that's what you call one-sided love. And I noticed that many times the person that is not loved back feels shame. The person feels shame. And one day I was thinking, and I just realized that, but why do we have shame if we never ask for those feelings? And so that's something that I wanted to talk about today, that it's okay to love somebody and not be loved back. It is fine as long as we respect what the other person wants. So if they reject us, we have to be fine with that, and that's what is important here. So I'm kind of here to remove that shame. I'm here because I want to reframe this, and I want people to change their perspective on one-sided love. In my case, I have been in one-sided relationship, like I won't say relationship, but like in one-sided situations when I wanted to be with somebody, but the person didn't want to be with me. And many times I have felt ashamed, and I didn't even want to admit to other people that I like that person, because I didn't want anybody to tell me, oh, but he's already with somebody else. You shouldn't feel that way. I was already saying that to myself, so I didn't want to hear it from other people, because I already knew that the feelings weren't shared. So why should I expose myself? I didn't need to do that. But my problem when I look back is the shame, the feeling of shame. I remember one guy told me, when you told me that you had feelings for me, I wanted to kill it. And that kind of shocked me because I was like, oh, so my love is so I'm so not good enough for you, and my love is so, it's so dirty that you just want to kill it. So that's how I felt at that time. But over time, I discovered that it was also linked to the fact that I didn't feel good enough in general. So for me, being with somebody who rejects me was a way for me to feel better. It wasn't even about the guy. It wasn't even about being with him in a relationship. It was like, if I managed to be with this guy, with this great guy, inside I will feel way better. It's like my pain, the pain that I had will be taken away. And so you can see that this desire wasn't even really related to the person. It was more like my own situation, my own desire to be free of the pain. And that's because of the way I grew up. Not to go into too much detail, but I didn't receive lots of love, and so I didn't feel like I was good enough. I would say that my self-esteem over time lessened, and with the rejections over time it lessened. But I was a pretty confident teenager, but then I got a boyfriend who cheated, and then so it destroyed my self-esteem and my sense of worth. So that's how I ended up feeling less than over time. And so for me to get rid of that feeling that made me feel horrible, I decided that if I could be with a specific guy or specific, if I was interested in somebody, if I could manage to be with that person, it would take the pain away. But I am not in this situation anymore. Don't worry about that, because now I understand the mechanism of what was happening in me. So I'm here for a reframe for my brothers and sisters who still feel ashamed when they love somebody and the person doesn't love them back. So I've written a few things here that could help you to feel better. But before we get to that point, I just want to let you know that I have a blog where I talk about that kind of subject. So if you like to read, if you like to watch videos, if you like to read as well, so you can just I will leave the link in the description box, and you can see what I'm talking about over there. I also have a one-on-one coaching service, so if you want to work with me as a life coach, you can reach out using my website, and the link is in the description box as well, and we'll see how we can make it happen. So now let's back to my reframe and the tips to reframe the shame of loving somebody that doesn't love you back. So something that I often heard is love doesn't come from the other person, it comes from you. So when you fall in love with somebody, if that's really love and not an attachment, when you fall in love with somebody, your heart gets open. So in my situation, I've spent lots of times where I was single, and then I met somebody, and then my heart got opened again, and I wanted this good feeling all the time, and I thought that I got this good feeling because of the person, but no, the love it came from me. This person was the key that opened that door, and by maintaining this person around, I was sure that the door would remain open, and I would feel that great all the time. So just remember, when you love somebody who doesn't love you back, use this situation, this opportunity, and keep the door open. Keep the beautiful feeling of love continue to beam instead of trying to suppress it. Just let it be. Over time, it's just gonna disappear without you trying to kill it. And something else that is not that, and something else that is a side effect of trying to kill the feeling is actually it keeps you stuck in the situation. Because when you do your best to kill the feeling, no, I don't want to feel that way, I don't want to love him or her anymore, I want to move on, blah blah blah. When you do that, it's like the feeling gets amplified. You're fighting against yourself. But instead, just let it be. Just let the feeling, just acknowledge the feelings, the presence of the love, and let it be. And at some point, it's just gonna leave. And I would say that's the best way for you to get rid of it. Don't try to fight it. Acknowledge the presence of the feelings and be okay with that. There is no shame in loving somebody who doesn't love you back. That's fine. Now, if you run after the person and beg and make yourself out a fool, that's something else. That's where the feelings will bring shame. But if you keep it and feel it and use it as a gift, if I can say that, it will be a different story. And you also need to remember that you never asked to get this feeling. You never asked for that, and you know for sure if you could make it disappear just by doing this, you would be the first one doing it. So remember this: you're not responsible for what you feel. This person had a key, and that key opened your heart. You never asked for that. Be grateful for the feeling. What is hurting you is your desire to get rid of it. And I would add that usually when somebody doesn't love us back and we want to insist and be with that person, that reveals a deep wound in the heart. So you need to dig and understand, why do I want to insist where I'm not wanted? I remember when I was younger, I was if I had feelings for somebody and the person didn't love me back, I would just say, okay, that's fine, and I would just move on. But I won't say that I didn't feel bad or sad, but if I had felt that way, it was like one day and then I moved on. I didn't care, and that's because I wasn't wounded. I had nothing inside that I was trying to repair or that I was trying to prove to myself. I didn't care. So, okay, I have feelings for you. Do you feel the same way? No? Okay, that's okay. The feelings of rejection, it hurts in the beginning, but I was able to move on pretty quickly. I didn't care after that. But over time, with the hurt, when I got cheated on, because I didn't deal with the pain that at the time I got cheated on, so the wound was still there, and the feeling of I'm not good enough. So if it has cheated on me, it's because I wasn't good enough, whatever. So it stays here. So when somebody else rejects you, now this one get activated, and then this is the one that is keeping you in the path of trying to convince the person to take you, because by you being with the person, you think you're gonna feel okay and it's gonna heal yourself, but it's not. So just keep that in mind. And yes, like I said, you need to make peace with your feelings. You never ask for them. You got your heart opened. Enjoy this feeling and don't fight it. Let it be, and at some point it's just gonna go away, and you're gonna find somebody else who's gonna love you, and you won't use that person to try to heal you. You actually should do the work to heal the wounds that made you chase somebody before you go to the next relationship. So you know that when you enter that new relationship, you are whole. And if somebody doesn't want you, or you're with the person and then they break up with you, you will be fine because you're whole. Yes, you're gonna have some pain, but you will be able to move on quickly because you have nothing left here. And that's the goal. Be comfortable with yourself. Be comfortable with your feelings. If you're hurt, if you have wounds, heal them. I would recommend to read Stéphane Labossière books. Is a relationship coach, and I follow him, and I really like his advice, and I can tell you I'm giving him credit for many of the things that I've learned and that helped me to heal myself when it comes to relationship. I will try to put the link to his book and to his YouTube channel on the description. So if I can help people, that would be great. But he is really good. He is really good. He really helped me. So I recommend his book, Healing After Finding Love After Heartbreak, I believe, something like that. Yes, I'm gonna put the title when I edit this video. But yeah, I really recommend this his work. And something else that I also recommend is the R&R, which is relax and release. It's healing work that I've learned from Michael Singer, the author of The Untethered Soul. I am doing this work and it helps me to release a lot of really negative stuff that I had in me and that I still have, by the way. But yeah, that can help you to heal. Every time you feel you have this feeling of rejection, the pain, the hurt that comes after somebody has rejected you, or after somebody, you discover that the person has already somebody in their life. Every time you have this feeling coming up, just relax and release. And how do you feel? How do you do that? It's just allowing the pain to go through your body and then leave. So that way it doesn't stay stuck inside and will resurface later at a really bad moment, or creates wound and then makes you chase people in the future. We don't want that. Okay, so that was it for today. Don't forget to subscribe, like, and share if you like what I do here. And if you have questions and suggestions, you can leave everything in the comment section below and I will get back to you as soon as possible. So in the meantime, I wish you a good week and I will see you next time. Bye.